this.
Well, we started off in the office, and then you come out here until you change your mind again.
No, I quite like this.
Oh, really?
I don't know whether we have this all the time.
Okay.
Who knows?
Tell everyone who's not watching on YouTube what the hell you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's a point. I forgot about that. We're sat in our lounge chairs in front of the summer fireplace.
A summer fireplace? What's a summer fireplace?
A fireplace that doesn't work.
That doesn't work?
A non-working fireplace.
A non-lit?
An unlit fireplace.
Does that make it a summer fireplace?
Yes.
Is it not just still a fireplace? So a fireplace in the winter, does it make it a winter fireplace or a fireplace?
You sound like me.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you're doing today? Oh, the tables have turned. Hold on a minute.
Considering you started wearing my trousers, so let's crack on.
Let me get me jerds wombled up, and then we'll have completely swapped places. You better do the introduction.
Have you had enough coffee this morning?
I haven't had any coffee.
Do the introduction.
Shall I do the introduction?
Please do.
Welcome to the journey with Kirsty and Simon, with me, Simon, and her, Kirsty. Twat, twat, twat.
Well done, Derek.
Brilliant,
right on cue. Should have got that clapperboard. It would have been well used then at that moment. Oh, the life with a big dog. There we go. Just a little pot smashed. He was trying to get a smacker or something, because we had to lock him in the house with us so he didn't bark and irritate you. So,
yes. Anyway, there
done.
we go.
Anyway, season 5, episode 12.
Gosh, is it?
Episode 12. 12 of these. And we've done it, every Monday. You've only whinged about it a few times. Poor me, having to do all this on a Monday.
I think once, actually.
I beg to differ. I think it's been more than that. But...
to be honest with
done
you,
it again. It's number 12, and so we don't have to do them in advance. We tried doing it in advance, tried doing it that way.
I don't keep track of me whinging, because I whinge a lot.
God, owning it is accountability. What about some gratitude for how busy we are?
Yes.
Do you want to explain how busy we are? We was looking, weren't we? We've never been busy like it, have we, lover?
No, we haven't. And there's some decisions we've made over the last month or two that we're grateful for as well, because otherwise I don't think we'd manage, and we'd be back to that work-life balance where it was totally and utterly...
very true.
...pitched against work, So
very true, actually. If we hadn't made the work smart, work hard, which we spoke about on here this year, we wouldn't be quite as good as we are now, mentally, I think.
I think so. So, So, how busy are we? Both rooms full, guests coming in and out, apartment, guests coming in and out.
For the foreseeable, literally.
Yeah. My web business, work coming in and out. Your events managing.
I'm literally
full of work.
Squeezing in this pod to then get in the car and go to work.
Before you shoot out, and head to school. Back to school.
School lunch today.
So we're busy, and we absolutely love it.
Yeah, very grateful for that.
To be honest.
It's all good in the hood.
Because we still get to sit outside here on a sunny day and have a coffee.
Well, I only do that when I like you. And
I know.
Like you
no, you're not keen on me at the moment. But I know that when I piss Kirsty off, it's a 3-day... It's a 3-day bender.
It could be longer than that this time, because you've really pissed me off this time, so I don't know.
No, it's never longer than 3 days.
Is it not?
In terms of you feeling better. But what can happen is the day...
It's not feeling better. Say it like that.
than you coming out of the funk that you would have against me. But my point being is so if I just pissed you off on day 1, by day 4, you'd be all right again. But if I piss you off on day 1 and day 2 and day 3...
which is what you're doing at the moment.
And it's obviously day 6 before. So, I mean, at the moment...
It's got to be a long week.
We're working on a week.
It's got to be a long week.
Yeah.
Because we're back to day 1 again this morning.
I've got my pen stuck in my pad. Hang on. I want to write something down about that, but I don't know. I want to write something down about that, but I don't quite know how to do it.
Well, write down whatever you want, my darling.
Yeah.
Should we have ramen for tea?
If you like, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah. See, even that's irritating me. You've irritated me that much. Even you doing that is irritating me.
There you go.
Yeah. We had a nice visitor, didn't we, this week? Jamie, our cameraman. Nice little catch up.
I was confused there because I had the very, very privileged pleasure of Nick yesterday, which was lovely to see him. Lovely. And I said he come up on the bike. He had an amazing journey out here.
Yeah.
And he loved it. And I said, mate, I'm always here. Just come and see us.
You're not though, are you?
No. Well, I did say
You're
message.
really not always here.
No, I'm not, actually. Quite a lot I'm not. But
Quite a lot you're not.
I did message to say... But yeah, so Nick yesterday. But yes, lovely to see Jamie, our cameraman in the week, just popped in to say hello.
It was so cool. And what I wanted to share about that, it was so nice to see him, is just to say he's just a friend. 4 years filming with someone.
Yeah.
And as we touched on with him, it's just like he was... What you saw on New Life in the Sun and what he filmed, it's like the tip of the iceberg, really.
Yes.
And he was there through some proper times with us.
Yes.
Good and bad.
I tell you what,
it's so nice to see him.
That conversation we had with him, I think that actually brought that, because he volunteered, didn't he, some information about how he thought
he was really worried about us.
We were feeling, And I never thought about it like that before.
No, I had not from someone like that, but he said how he was really worried and just absolutely frigging delighted when he heard from the exec producer that we'd got this place.
I need you to get up there and start filming them. Yeah, he was over the moon. He couldn't wait to get it, could he? That was lovely to hear.
Mad.
Yeah, it was.
Madness, really, when you look back.
There are nice people out there.
There's many nice people out there. Many nice people. And that I saw that quote, didn't I? Saw that quote to oh shit, I've forgotten it again. About the boundaries, and I told you it. It was much simpler than I said.
Oh, I can't remember it.
To increase your boundaries, you have to your empathy. Reduce your empathy.
Oh,
to increase your boundaries, you have to reduce your empathy. That's what I'm doing with you right now. I am not empathetic towards you and your tantrums. I've put my boundaries up.
Reduce that empathy, love.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm saying reduce it.
Oh, I have reduced it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to go any reduce it anymore? Or
Not today. Not today.
Fair enough.
Till you dig yourself out the hole you've got yourself in. Then. And I need to find out what's on the menu for school dinner today. They serve it till 2. I'm allowed school dinner anytime we go down there. You had school dinner last week, didn't you?
I did, yeah. It was like a pasta bake.
You had a good day down there. You went down there.
Bolognese pasta bake, yep. Did some filming.
He was. I actually had a very proud moment of you because I forgot that Winnie the Pooh dance. And then I thought, do you know what? Sink or swim, you're either going to have a tantrum or you're going to say yes. And I couldn't remember it. 22-year-olds in front of me?
Not 22. It wasn't a room full of 22-year-olds. No, because to be fair, I probably would have had a tantrum.
You would have done.
It was 22-year-olds.
22-year-olds.
There was Simon.
Yeah, this is Sam and my husband. He's just going to dance like Winnie the Pooh to the Up and Down song.
In front of a room full of 22-year-olds. Honestly, that would have been like a Noel's house party when it were an Ant and Dec thing.
That would have gone viral if that went out.
Maybe we should do it. That's the way, yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yes, so it was a room of 22-year-olds.
But you did. You came in and you didn't think about it. I thought just a yes or no answer is all I wanted. And you came in and you done it. It was, it's very good, that was. And they've learned it. So I'm going back today to see how they're getting on with it. Which they probably... I mean, we done it for like 2 hours. I couldn't get it in my head then. And I wrote it down as well. And then I was there with the 2 other TAs. No, with the teacher and the TA and me. And I couldn't get it because I knew they would get it. And I still couldn't remember the middle bit where you're like an aeroplane, innit?
What's the amusing thing about that is that you, after about 2 hours, you couldn't get it. But at least 50% of those 2-year-olds will nail it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm going to go, they're just going to have it. I can't. Now, what I'm worried about, I've got to go to year 3 today. What are they? 7 and 8? And I've got that decade to mash up. And because you've pissed me off so much, you haven't done the choreography to that. I haven't asked you. So now I've got to go down and do it myself.
No, what you've got to do...
So that's annoyed me.
What you've got to go down and do is set them in the right direction with
I'm going to G them up. I'm going to be the teacher.
Splitting the group up into who's going to do what and all that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Talk to them about costumes and then come back and then we'll have a look at choreography because they ain't...
No, there's no time. They've got 4 weeks. They need to know today. Missed your slot there.
They haven't got 4 weeks.
Anyway, it was nice to see Jamie.
6 weeks.
God, sigh, honestly. They have got 4 weeks because from the 27th of May, we are rehearsing it. It needs to be known back to front and upside down.
Yeah.
They have not.
Yeah, but what I mean is you can do a video for them later this week if you want to do. See how you get on.
I will see how I get on and then I will sort a solution to it.
So if you need
as
any
always.
help, if you need any help,
absolutely not. I need some help with 220 chairs. If anyone out there, I've put out some emails. I need 220 chairs. And do you know I got a reply back from a company who attached their catalogues and said they don't do hospitality, and then attached a hospitality catalogue with chairs in it.
Interesting.
So they got an email back this morning.
Did they get the full brunt of your reduced empathy?
No, but they got I'm slightly confused that your email replied, a nice email, sorry can't help you because you don't do hospitality.
And then send me a hospitality
brochure.
Yeah, brilliant.
With what I wanted in it.
Fabulous.
Slightly confused, so I CC'd in her manager because who replied to me was someone, a name, who CC'd in the manager at the company. So I done the same.
Fair enough.
So like, you're off your tits. Why would you do that? That's mental. Anyway.
Should we talk about all things Casa KiSi?
All things Casa KiSi, yeah.
Because, you know, it is our
I've got
business.
here over tourism in Spain. Is that going to be as boring as it bloody well sounds?
Oh, you did write it down.
Because that sounds really, really boring.
No, I wanted to bring it up.
It's going to be like question time.
No, it's not.
It's going to be like Perry Como in a guest house where you sat in your armchair.
What I wanted to do is bring it up because all these clickbait stuff from the mainstream...
Tank tops.
Anything else?
No.
Are you interrupting me like I interrupt you? It's brilliant.
It's brilliant, he says, with a real grimace.
So, this over-tourism thing, there's lots of clickbait in all the UK mainstream media and stuff like that saying, you know, the Canaries and Barcelona and other places, and saying, you know, Spanish people rising up against over-tourism and stuff like that in the cities.
Oh, I know what you wanted to do. You're clarifying it.
Yeah.
Short version or long version?
And what I wanted to say is come and stay at Casa KiSi because we're not over-tourism.
We're not over-tourism, you twat. I saw what you done there. Honestly. Just because I'm pretending to be you don't have to pretend to be me.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
But, no, my point is...
About the long version, isn't it?
Is that I think something's going to have to start to be done because in touristic places...
Well, we are over-tourismed if we're full up.
No, we're not in this area. But my point about that is where do you draw the line between people having property that gets rented out for tourists...
Yeah, this is the point, isn't it?
And people not being able to rent who live here and work.
I know.
And that's the situation we're in. And that is what people are railing against.
Yeah.
Because,
but if you haven't got the tourists, you haven't got the work, so you wouldn't want to come and live here.
Well,
so it's a chicken and an egg situation, isn't it?
I 100% agree to a certain extent.
I'm glad we live here.
Yeah.
Goats, no tourists. I was saying to our guests, got another solo traveller here. I always think that's a massive compliment to us.
I agree.
Lady on her own, travelling, and it's just... gets me right back onto it. Like, I really should be that person. And she's here for a week.
Well, it does at the moment because you don't want to be with me, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to get used to it. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe it was a sign a couple of weeks ago to just get used to travelling on your own.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's always a con. She's here, and I was saying something to her. She interrupted me, and I can't remember now.
Yeah, so she it was lovely because it's a big thing for us to have a lady traveller travelling on their own. That really shows what the reviews are.
That's what I was saying to her. She's literally chose here because 30 minutes out of Malaga from everywhere she wants to go. She's going to Ronda, she's going to Granada, she's off to the Caminito today. Although she didn't get tickets. If you want to come here, I feel like we say this every year.
We do.
If you want to come and do the Caminito or the Alhambra in Granada, You have to book. In fact, I think that should go big letters on the web, does it? Maybe booking.com. Do you think people look at booking.com to book? Because that's the only place you can book with us now.
No, people look
and
at
then they go to the website.
People look at our website.
So I think on the website, on the homepage, needs to have...
We should say that. Alhambra.
Thank you. And Caminito, book before...
Book in advance.
Because she's come and today or tomorrow, it's fully booked.
To guarantee availability, book in advance.
Yeah. You have to book it in advance.
Yeah,
you just
do.
can't get in. So, of course, she's gone. As we said, El Chorro in the area is stunning, but she may not get on the walk.
Yeah, she being a lady on her own, we said...
It's got nothing to do with her sex, but being on her own, she might...
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. Yeah, but I'm saying, that was more the point of being on her own.
Yeah. She might get on
an opportunity. But because if you've got 19 in a group and there's 20, or there's... who knows? I always fill in the gaps.
You do. And then Granada, there's a certain piece that you have to buy tickets for, but you could go to Granada and you could see the gardens of the palace and everything. You just go into, I think it's the staterooms you don't go into or something.
Isn't it? Have you done that?
Yeah, I done it when I worked for Jet2.
Is it nice?
We had to do a recce on all the trips that they sold.
Would I enjoy it?
You'd love it. I couldn't do it again with you though. It's boring as.
You couldn't do it again with me. You haven't done. Oh, you couldn't do it again with me.
With you,
oh, right? Well, there you go. You go off for a weekend and I'll go there.
Let's go to Granada and do our own thing. Sure, there's something I'd like to do in Granada. It's good tapas in Granada.
Yeah, I've been to Granada.
You have? So you've been there. Why didn't you go to the Alhambra?
Because I was there on my 40th birthday with 6 other blokes.
You
and that was never one.
You saw the area I want to see. There you go.
It was a good club.
Was it?
Yeah.
How we've changed. You know that picture?
God, I wouldn't even go.
We put on my blog, I think, for February or March. We put that picture of me and you a lot younger, but it wasn't that far away ago. I showed that to my kids yesterday.
What did they say?
Like their faces said it all, actually.
Oh, God.
I know.
We have been through the mill and back the last 4 years, though.
I know, but it's like we're different people. Was, in fact, I quote what my youngest child said.
Really? It's like you're different people? Huh. Okay.
I was like, thanks, Jay.
All right.
Thanks. Because it was one of them conversations where my eldest daughter's oldest friend, no, it's not her oldest friend, actually, an old friend of hers, came round, we had a barbecue and stuff, and she brought her baby. I don't even know how old she is. Baby, under 1 anyway. 6 months, 7 months. Sorry, Nicole. Don't know how old Lara is. Beautiful thing. Lovely, beautiful thing. But Nicole, I've known since she was 6, 7 years old, where she's come round and she's, sleepovers at my house and what have you, and grown up. We've seen Nicole grown up. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful human being. Come to our wedding, didn't she? She got married and she had a baby. She's such a fantastic little mummy. But she was saying, you're going to be grandma, you're going to be nan, and with all that conversation.
Oh, did you have that? Yeah.
Yeah, we had that conversation. And then, because my kids were there, obviously, and then we went on to the conversation of the generational upscale. But luckily, they went on, you are old, but you're nan's age then. So I was saying to them, so I still see you as that baby's age, obviously not physically, but you still see your kids as babies.
Yes.
So, and they remember, so we was talking about my mum. So I was like, nan and granddad, yeah. And I went, and that's how we got onto it. We went, so we're talking about nan and granddad now. So that's how you see nan and granddad. That is now me and Si. We're there. We're nan and granddads.
To a child. Yeah,
to a child.
Yeah.
So that was the conversation. I've probably explained that weirdly. But it was, and they couldn't get their heads around it either.
Yes.
It was that, Christ, it just sneaks up on you. We are nan and granddad to Lara, or I am. I'm there as nan. Not her nan. She's got many lovely, actually. She's got 4 generations on each side. How unusual is that? We were saying. Literally 4 generations on each side.
That's nice.
But, it sneaks up on you. So when is old?
Well, it's all perception, isn't it? Because I think we've kind of had this discussion before, but what you will, in your head, you will have an age that you remember your parents. be it. And they will always be that. As you get older, they get older, but it's irrelevant. You always, what is the age or what's that era where you remember or you think your parents are?
Oh my God, good question. Yeah, it was my 16 plus, I suppose. When I was down the village, we'd go back and parties at my house, my mum and dad, mum doing the food and
so So what
my
you?
dad,
So your mum was like 78, wasn't she? 4 or 5 years ago when she passed. So you're 48. So what's that? 30 years. So you remember her about 46, mid 40s.
Well,
and your dad's the same.
Yeah,
and that's funny. No, the only reason I would say that is because that's the age that I think of my parents.
That age?
Mid 40s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So even though I still, I see my dad relatively regularly.
So how old were you then? The same. You was
pretty much the same. I was about about maybe 14, 15. Yeah. So it'd be an interesting question to ask Megan and Reese and Jamie. Do they perceive?
I have asked Megan this, and she will. But she only goes back like. Well, no. I haven't asked her that question that way. So she goes back the most memorable year, me and Megan's when I left my ex-husband and we lived together, me and Megan, for a year. She left with me.
But as she gets older, I reckon that will be the age that she remembers you. And bonkersly enough...
It'll stay that age.
That's about mid-40s.
That's a bit of luck, because that's how we looked in that photo. That was my age then.
Yeah, so she'll think So in other words, that huge roundabout way of doing it means don't worry, she'll always think of you like that.
That's funny. That is funny. Jesus. I was trying to work out, So if Nan was 78, their Nan was 78. How old was she when Megan was born? Because I couldn't do that, Sam. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Not for the pod anyway, I'm sure. But, your parents, they're there, aren't they?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like Ash and John, living it up, they are at the minute. I know they'll be listening to this. Go and get a pina colada for me. What would you have? All-inclusive somewhere. What would you have?
Mojito, I think.
Right.
I love a mojito.
John and Ash, go get a mojito for Si and a pina colada for me.
You wouldn't have a pina colada.
I wouldn't have pina colada, but it's kind of iconic. And I think Ash would like one of them.
I reckon you'd have a cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan? What's that?
You don't even know what it is, do you?
No, I don't really like cocktails.
Don't you?
No. I should get Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort and Coke.
I don't really like cocktails. Too sweet.
Southern Comfort's a bit of a stretch in it on the old... You know how they do these all-inclusives where it's like...
I wouldn't get it. It's top shelf, isn't it?
Yeah. Be a bought thing, wouldn't it, probably? You need a full all-inclusive bar. Yeah.
Just my luck, that is. Go all-inclusive. The one drink that I like wouldn't be included.
Anyway, go out there, get a couple of burgers and a hot dog on us.
Yeah, tell you what, Ash, John, go and get lunch on us.
Yeah, go on. It's our treat.
Our treat.
Yeah.
Weather's really lovely here at the moment, isn't it?
What, here?
Yeah.
I like it because it's sunshine with a odd shower. I love it. There's thunderstorms due later.
Yeah, you left washing out yesterday.
It was already wet.
Right.
And to be fair, by the time I got to it, it was...
There's a dilemma there with that.
I didn't notice it was even raining.
If you have washing out and it's wet, because I've done that, to be fair, you leave the washing out, but do you then have to rewash it?
Depends on the water, doesn't it? Often you find that it's lovely and soft after it's been rained on.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Rainwater's the same as water.
No, not necessarily.
No?
No, it can be all sorts in the rain.
Well, yeah, if you have the cleaner and sandy rain and all the rest of it, but why is it soft?
Well,
I thought you were talking about pHs and stuff.
Yeah, it just depends on the water that's coming up. But yes, for example, having hard water means that it will have rained on mountains, that it's run through rocks, that has added minerals and stuff to the water that makes it hard, or soft, depending on what part of the country you tend to be in.
Now, there's a flaw in your story. If it's run through minerals and water and rocks, it's already on the floor. It's not going to be rain. It's already rained.
No, I
want the rain before it falls on the rocks.
So my point is...
So it's from a cloud.
Yes, so arguably rainwater, it softens your clothing because it is cleaner. In general, there's no minerals in it because it's just absorbed into the atmosphere. And then I don't know. I'm not.
You don't know.
I don't really know.
You're very opinionated for someone who doesn't know.
I always am.
Aren't you just?
Yeah, here we go. Back to it. And back in the room.
When are we going to open in 2025 in the House of KiSi?
I managed to take your mind off it for a bit.
Lover.
When are we going to open?
Yes. When are we going to open 2025? Are we open now?
Do you know what? I don't know. We're probably open.
It's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know everything, do you?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult question.
In a minute? 10 minutes?
It's not a difficult question. Because if 2024 is, all right, October, November, it slackens off. Of course it does. When should we open next summer? People are looking at next summer holidays. The apartment's getting bookings for next year.
Let's open it up.
Should you open it up?
I'll open it up.
We're gone with the apartment, haven't we, from November? I know we spoke about this last week. But so when do we go back to the B&B? Any thoughts?
No.
No. Okay.
No, that's kind of caught me on the hop there. I hadn't even really considered it. So, what we're
Bloody
talking
hell.
about? We're talking about just having the apartment when? Over the winter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't know,
well
do you?
I think there needs to be some discussion over that.
Well, absolutely.
When you don't hate me.
Yeah. Yeah, I might not even be with you.
Absolutely. It's a moot point then.
Oh, you could keep this place going if you want. I wouldn't want it.
Funnily enough, when you were out yesterday at Meg's,
Be very careful with what you're going to say here now.
I was
Because if
stood in
you
the
say
kitchen
that you enjoyed it yesterday, being here on your own, doing all the work,
No, I didn't.
because all you do is moan to me about that.
No.
Oh, go on then.
No, I didn't think that I would enjoy it,
Not that it's a lot of work, by the way.
but I thought that I could do it.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought that, to be fair. Which is how we've got it set up now.
Yeah.
Could and would is two different things.
Yeah.
But you could do it on your own.
In actual fact, if you...
It'd be a lot of work for one.
It would, but also if you wanted to do more out, if you really enjoyed the school and stuff like that and wanted to do more, I could do this.
Only if you are mute and don't moan to me about the extra work you've got to do.
Well, no.
Like you did yesterday, having to change a room over.
Well, it depends.
Poor you.
It depends if your work more at the school involves me working with you more, because that don't work.
Work is work. It doesn't matter.
But I'm saying if you wanted to do more outside, because I know that you really enjoy the going. I know
Like
that
being away from you.
I know. No. Well, yeah. I know that you love living here to be able to come back to.
Yeah.
And having a day, and because you feel that if you've worked hard, then you can sit in the sun, relax and enjoy it and really love where we live and enjoy being where we are. But if we're working so much here, you get bored and feel like you need more.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works. So I'm saying,
But I think I'm always going to want more.
I agree, but
It's a personality thing. It's not a bad thing.
no, not at all. So I'm saying, if for the next year or two you want to do more, then do more. Because
Oh,
yesterday,
thank you very much for your permission.
it's not permission. I'm saying that I can manage here. So fuck off.
Don't speak to me like that. You never speak to me like that. It's shocking.
It was a joke.
I know, but it still shocked me. I can tell you things like that all the time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
know.
I do it all the time, and it's only when I go South London do you know that I mean it or not.
Yeah. I could have gone worse. I could have added the other word on there as well.
No, you can't say that on here. You can say it on here.
Well.
I listened to our pod from last week on the way home yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah, it's all right.
How is our
Anyone
pod?
else that's listening, I listened. Do you know what fascinates me with that?
What?
Or it did yesterday, is I listened to it and I forget. To say we genuinely forget what we speak about,
Yeah.
but I listened to it. We'd recorded that 6 days ago and uploaded it, downloaded it, whatever you do with it. There's some stuff on that. It's when I laugh at stuff. It's like, I said this and I've forgotten I said it. But as soon as they start saying it, me, as soon as I start saying it, God, it's like him, them, they, there. I spoke about myself as a third person then.
Didn't we touch on stuff like this before? Because this was always the case with me when I was younger and was on stage and doing shows and that. But with you, did it work the same? So in other words, you learnt the script, right, for a show.
Yeah.
You did that show for 5 nights, knowing all those words. And then the night that you didn't do it and it was over, could you remember the script?
No.
Neither could I. It was gone.
It was bad that you couldn't believe, because when you done a show or a stage performance and you had the script, sometimes a lot of dialogue, depending on the part you had. And you lived and breathed that as a collaboration for 6 weeks. You had 6 weeks to learn it.
Yeah.
Normally is time frame, isn't it? Depending if you had a bigger part, then you might have got the script a bit before. But it was within a week. By the time of the cast party, the times I've had that, by the time of the cast party, it's normally within the week after, gone.
Absolutely. I remember odd lines from things.
Until you would go and see it. So I remember being down there and some of the older generations coming down and going, I used to play on Maggie Dobson, for example. Yeah. She used to, I think she was a similar actress to me because she played a lot of the parts that I played. Roles
when they did it the first time.
When they done it the first time round. And she was like, I remember that, when you said that such and such line, she said, I delivered it this way, or I done it this way. And so I think when you go back, but I've never gone back and seen something that I was in. I've never seen a play. Actually, I should look at that. That would be cool to do. I've never seen a play or a comedy or not so much a musical because I was never, I was only in the company then, but that I done.
Oh, okay. You've never actually seen one professionally done that you were in?
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Fair enough.
And there is a few that I would like to see, I suppose.
You should watch the movies. Well, you've seen On Golden Pond, surely.
I'd do that again.
You like that, didn't you?
I really like that.
You were the daughter, that turns up.
Yeah.
It was a good part of that. Good part of that.
It was a good part.
Good play, that.
That was my first speaking part ever.
Good film as well.
My first major part ever there. That was.
The only line I remember is that my first line from when I was the Artful Dodger.
Yeah.
Because I walk on stage and Oliver's sat there, and I walk along and I look at him and I look away and I look at him again. I remember it walking and I go, "What's the matter? Ain't you never seen a gent?" That's it. That's all I remember.
How old was you in that?
18.
18. It's quite old, isn't it? That 18. It's an unusual age to be on stage if you're not if you're not gay. Yeah. Yeah, but
the thing about that and what I loved about doing that is that actually the part of Artful Dodger in the created by Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
He is a stunted 18-year-old.
Oh, really?
That is what he is.
Really?
So I was bang on for the part.
Would you say that was the best role you ever done?
Yeah, 100%.
Your favourite role?
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I don't know what mine was.
And it was a fantastic cast. We had a brilliant cast. It was only youth operatic, but some in that cast went on to... It's like Jamie, who played Fagin in that, went on to be in the Old Vic, Bristol and all that sort of stuff. Good. Really good. Anyway, there you go.
Anyway.
Right, well, we're going to have to call it a day, my love, because you've got to go to work.
I've got to go work. I've got to go and do my day job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to work. School dinner.
If you're listening or watching, please like, subscribe, review, whatever.
And if you'd like to book, there is still availability.
Not a lot, but there is some.
Yeah, it's still there. No, don't book there. If you want to see what we're up to, www.CasaKiSi.com. The blog's on there and pictures and everything all about the house. And going on there will be about the Alhambra.
Yes.
And the Caminito. But and the pod, obviously. But if you'd like to book or you'd like to see what offers is on, go to booking.com. What?
Yes. And check out Casa KiSi.
Which is, we've done the opposite to what most people do. And we're confident with it, aren't we? We were talking to Jamie about that, the cameraman, because normally people build up direct bookings and then pull away from booking.com, Airbnb, etc., etc. We've actually done the opposite, which is unusual. Not unusual for us. Go against the grain. I like that. And for us, it's working. We're like, if you're going to pay 18% commission, pay 18% commission and let them do it.
And let them work for you. Yeah.
Let them do it, but let them do it all, take away, all admin, all cancellations, all everything. Let them do it. Let them do it all, which frees our time up to do other things. So, if you have got a guest house or thinking about doing it, think about looking the opposite way to going against the grain, because for us, it's definitely worked.
Yes.
For sure. And then the algorithms, whatever the hell an algorithm is, they're very useful things if you know how to use them, like anything.
Absolutely.
Ain't that the truth, lover?
Yeah. I'm pleased you called me lover.
Pod.
Thanks very much for listening, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Have a great week. Hopefully next week I'll be back here with him. Not saying nothing now.
Nothing or nothing.
I'm just be a fucking arsehole again.
Bye.